Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Now, we all listen and all aware of the terrible, how long have I been doing this video now? How long is this? 23 seconds, so I can say this. The systematic rape and abuse of our children at the hands of predominantly Pakistani Muslim men. And we all know about all the people who are speaking out. But there's one guy who I think sometimes doesn't get the credit he deserves. And I've been guilty of missing him out. But I think this guy is absolutely fantastic. And we sort of need to pay attention to him and what he says. And I'm going to read one of his posts. And I'm going to play at the end the Jess Phillips thing that he goes, where it just shows. I mean, Jess Phillips literally is the MP, literally just up the road from me. It's a 5-minute drive to her offices. That's how long it takes. That's how close it is. Yardley, yeah, which is full of Asians and Muslims, and she only just won, although it was down to pure misogyny and nothing to do with the Muslims terrifying her, which is why she does what she does. But she's an idiot. Again, a bit like Angela Rayner, a scutter who shouldn't be where somehow she's ended up there. It's just unbelievable. Any case, let's bring up the article, and it is Raja Miah. I do apologise if I said that incorrectly. So, let's read this, because some people say, why'd you read it? Because we can see it, because a lot of people listen to what I'm saying who don't actually necessarily get to see it. So I have to read it for those people. So it says, what Jess Phillips is developing isn't a national reckoning, it's a cover-up. We all know this. This is why they're rushing the Islamophobic definition, because it's to crush it down. They're having an inquiry but doing nothing. Of course they're not. They want to sweep it under the carpet. So, 5 towns, 6 towns. She doesn't even know. If left as it is, the inquiry will protect the politicians neck deep in covering up gang rape of working class white girls. The question I have for the Minister of Safeguarding for Girls is, who is she shielding? Survivors, or shielding those who traded children for votes? Well, as she desperately needs the Muslims to vote for her in the next election, or she'll lose the seat, but she's going to lose any case. I think we already know the answer to that, Raj, but let's keep going. They silenced victims. They erased evidence. They persecuted whistleblowers, buried official reports, and protected the predators. And in fact, in some cases, the police actually actively took part, were part of the problem. Shock horror, not surprising. They thought no one would fight back. They were wrong. I'm not Maggie Oliver. I am not Tommy Robinson. I'm a political campaigner, and my mission is clear. Expose the cover-up, explain the corruption, educate the nation, and show people how to fight back. So if you're not following Raj, do so. This man is doing a good job. That's why they tried to jail me. That's why they tried to sue me. That's why Pakistani gangsters and Islamists with direct links to Labour Party tried to silence me. They all know how dangerous the truth is. Spot on. But I can't do this alone. Every day I keep going. More people wake up. We grow stronger. Every day we grow stronger. Sorry. My words have ever helped you to make sense of this broken system. If I've ever made you feel seen, heard, or then please do not scroll past. And there is some things which I'll leave on the screen, which is you can join the fight, which is subscription is 100% free. I ask those who can afford to do so to support me with just £3 a month or £30 for a whole year to keep the campaign alive. And it is at redwallandtherabble, all one word, .co.uk. I'll leave, obviously it's up on the screen. I'll leave it for a few more seconds. You can also buy him a coffee and donate directly to him via PayPal. We are closer than ever to. Don't let them get away with it. Stand with me, Raj. The reason I did the video is because of that. And we can now listen to the frankly brain-dead idiot that's supposed to be safeguarding women, but in fact is protecting Muslims.
Will you make sure that those areas have those local inquiries?
Don't care whether the councils want it or not.
First on the list should be places that say there's no problem here, right?
I don't know that there is many places that say there is no problem here.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Okay, well, they're idiots if they say that.
The arrogance of it. She has no idea. She doesn't give a fuck. She genuinely doesn't care. She's now going to go, on about how she's done stuff. She hasn't done shit all. Lots of victims say the same.
Not doing anything that Elon Musk asked for. Before there was Elon Musk, before anyone even knew Elon Musk's name, I was working with the victims of these crimes.
Not disputing that, but you weren't calling for a national inquiry. Quite the opposite.
It's Louise Casey then, and the victims that she spoke to. I also spoke to victims throughout who said...
And then made sure that when the first call for a national investigator, we've got a sneer on it, fucking horrible thing, scutter. Any case, that's beside the point. When there was a call for a first national inquiry, she told everybody to vote against it. Oh, and then she's that focused on it. On that first vote, when they all voted against it, she and the whole front bench, including Keir Starmer, abstained. So her going, oh, I ain't spanked to the victims. She abstained. She didn't even vote for a national inquiry. And she's only like this now because they've been forced to have one, which they are going to cover up, which they're going to force through their Islamophobia definition, so that will silence everybody. But she's just a lying scum. Just like everybody else in Labour, to be honest.
We don't want another national inquiry.
So why are we doing it now?
Because of what Louise Casey found.
See, no, it's because you were forced into doing it by everybody else. And you make it, I don't like Elon Musk. Elon Musk. If it wasn't for Elon Musk highlighting it and showing the rest of the world, this is what you wouldn't be doing. Because you've already had your Casey report, and that will do.
And we said that we would put Louise Casey out into the field, and what she found, we would follow. So...
yeah, you had the option to vote for an inquiry, and you lot fucking voted against it. Stop lying.
Yeah, Elon Musk. I don't follow Elon Musk's advice on any...
You don't follow anyone's advice on anything, do you dirty scumbag? All you're doing is lining your own pockets and trying to stand on the shoulders of giants.
Anything, although, maybe I too would like to go to Mars.
I wish you would go to Mars, you ignorant cow. That just shows you the mentality. She doesn't care. She's not interested. But I was doing it all. We sent the Casey report out. The Casey report came back. So everybody called after Elon Musk drove it to international attention. Drove you to have to do acknowledge it. There was a vote in Parliament on the need for inquiry, and you lot went, no, we're not voting for that. We don't need one. And then you were forced into one, and then you try and make it out there. Oh, well, that's what they... No. You lying cow. Everything that Labour does is a lie. They have no idea what they're doing. And when she said, I don't care about... She does not, like the rest of those idiots on that side of the bench, they do not care about you one iota. All they care about is the money in their pocket and making themselves super rich. And they don't really like the fact it's a bit inconvenient that we might have to do some work. We'll just keep robbing you blind, lying to your face, pretending we're doing stuff but never actually do anything, while rushing in laws to make sure that when we do something, oh, we can't say that, you can't say that because of this law and that law. It's going to be a cover-up. And all I will say is, just to let you know, it never, ever, ever ends well for the oppressors. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. Way to support the channel down below. Catch you in the next one.